One of the most common questions I get as a Forex mentor is, FN, what is the best trading capital to start with? The truth is, it depends, right? In this video, I'm going to break down so that at the end of the video, you should be able to know which particular capital or amount you need to start with. The first point we are going to look at, it depends on your goal, right? Some traders come in just to test. Some traders come in as part-time traders, while some traders come in as full-time traders. Now, if you are coming in as maybe you just want to backtest a particular strategy, then I recommend you deposit as little as maybe, let's say, $50 to $200, right? If you want to backtest. And if you are coming in as, taking trading like a side hustle or, to gain passive income, then let's say you could start with maybe $500 to $2,000, basically, so they can get a reasonable profit coming in. But if you want to take trading as a full-time trader, mind you, these figures I'm calling is in the long run, right? If you want to take trading as a full-time trader, then in the long run, you should be aiming to trade $10,000 to $20,000, right? Depending on the kind of lifestyle you want to live, depending on basically how your well-being, right, and everything. So if you're aiming to become a full-time trader, you should be aiming to get more capital, because I bet you trading becomes very beautiful when you have more capital. The next point is, right, when it comes to risk rules, how many percent are you risking based on your strategy? How many percent are you risking per trade? Is it 1% to 2%? If you're risking 1 to 2% per trade, then you should be aiming to gain more capital, right? Because let's take, for example, how much you are risking. If for example, if you have maybe like a $100 account and you're aiming to risk maybe 1 to 2% per trade, it means you'll be aiming to risk on a 1% on a $100, you're aiming to risk $1 to gain how much? Maybe a 1 is to 2 risk ratio. If you're aiming to gain $1 to gain $3. It's not sustainable, right? So depending on your risk entry rules, you need to also determine how much you want to deposit. For example, if you had maybe like a $10,000 here on a $10,000 account here, now you can deposit, you can risk maybe 1%. On a $10,000 account, 1% will be $100. So you'll be risking $100 and aim to gain $300. Now it makes sense, right? So your risk rule also depends for you to decide how much you want to deposit. But for us at the academy, we teach you how to trade both small accounts and big accounts. In case you're interested in knowing more on this particular risk strategy, where we are going to teach you how to trade a $100 account, how to trade a $10,000 account, then click the link down below to join our Telegram, where we give out free lessons on Forex trading. The next, start small, then scale up. At the end of the day, as a trader, you start with a demo account, right? The demo account, maybe say 1 to 3 months. Then you go into your live account. When you get into your live account, you don't want to deposit all your savings into your live account, right? Start small. I always say this: if you have a saving of $1,000, keep $900 aside and start with $100, because you are liable to make mistakes as you start, right? So start small and try to scale up. Your aim as a trader at the end of the day is for you to scale up. The best starting capital is the amount you can afford to lose. The best capital is the amount you can afford to lose, especially when you are just starting. Beginners, as you are starting, deposit an amount that you are okay losing, right? You don't want to go and deposit your school fees into trading. You don't want to take your parents' money and deposit into trading, or take money that is for emergency and deposit into trading, right? You want to deposit an amount you are okay losing and scale up. At the end of it, you can start with any amount. The recommended broker I use, which is XNES, the link is down below if you want to create a trading account. You can start with a $10 deposit, right? You start with a $10 deposit, you scale up. I have a student that took $30 just last week, $30 to $500. It's very possible to start small, right? But trader to trader, I'm going to tell you, the more your capital, the more trading becomes easy for you, and the more you see sustainable profit, right? So as a trader, I'm going to leave you with this one advice: start small and focus on scaling up, getting better. The more your confidence builds, the more you scale up, and with time, you probably are going to get bigger accounts and be able to trade with, right? So personally for me, I started trading with very small amounts. Now I'm trading with big amounts, right? So as long as you are making consistent profit with those small amounts, you can definitely make more profit with the big accounts. You just need to practice and scale up with time. Peace out.